boy's back. I know you're like, what the heck? Didn't this old man just post a video on Friday and it's Sunday and he's posting a video already? Well, guys, I need to get practice on this. I noticed that on my last video, there's still some tweaks that need to happen with my audio, so I want to keep working on it. I figure the more I do this, the more comfortable I'm going to get with the camera, the better my exposure is going to be on the camera settings, and the better my audio will be. I'm not sure if I'm going to post this. I might use this just as a practice session, but if you're seeing this on YouTube, that means that I figured out the audio, or at least have gotten a lot better at it, and I don't mind posting this. But today's session is going to be some shoulder work. I'm also going to do incline bench press. I normally do this workout on Fridays, but I switched my workout for purposes of YouTube, and so I'm doing my Friday workout today, and the video that I posted last time was actually my Sunday workout. So there's been a time change today, and that's kind of got me feeling a little groggy, but I got some caffeine in me, and I'm going to go get this workout in. I'm not going heavy today. I'm going to concentrate on some slow eccentrics. I know I'm making excuses, but that's just the reality of the situation. I do feel a little tired, and I'm going to play it by ear and see how it goes. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the workout. I appreciate you guys sitting in with me on this workout. I just wanted to let you guys know, yesterday I was at the gym. I mentioned that I do dedicated leg days on Saturday, and there was this guy next to me. I've seen him. We've seen each other back and forth at the gym, but we've never spoken, other than maybe a nod from a distance. We tend to nod at each other, say hi, whatever. But yesterday we had like a silent battle on the squat rack. It turns out that he was doing legs yesterday, and he was on a squat rack next to me. I want to say he outweighs me though by probably like 30 pounds. I think. No, more than that. I would say he's about 230 pounds. He's about 6'1", 6'2". Anyway, he worked his way up to 3 plates. I worked my way up to 275. I did 275 for 3 sets of 6 reps. And he did the 315 for, I think he did a set of 5, and then he did a set of 3. And I spotted him. We actually started spotting each other on our sets. But right now, my glutes and my hamstrings are really sore from that workout. And I just wanted to mention that social media can really skew your perception of what heavy is, because at my gym, no one is enhanced as far as I can tell. And I've never seen anyone do like 405 squat at my gym. And there are a lot of like stockier, natural guys there, that are in the range of 200 plus pounds in body weight. And so I wanted to mention that, especially if you're older like me, you don't want to do anything too dangerous. There was one set of that 275 that I did where one rep, I kind of lost my balance a little bit, and I had to catch myself. And I said, brace, Alex, brace, in my mind, because that could have been disaster right there for me. So it's something that you have to be mindful of when you're at the gym or when you're filming. So that's something that I constantly remind myself when I'm going to film, to say, hey, Alex, check yourself, check your ego. I know you think people are going to be looking at the video and you want to pass yourself off as strong, but remember, you're a certain age, your joints can only take so much, and you have to be careful. As I mentioned in previous videos, older lifter can lift what he could lift when he's young. The only difference is if he gets injured or she gets injured, it'll take us a lot longer to recover from those injuries. So I just wanted to mention that. So I always preface my workouts or my video workouts saying, hey, I'm not going heavy today, because that's just a forewarning for myself to check myself so I don't get injured. First warm-up set. Okay, second warm-up set. I got my music on. But I use the colored Olympic plates. I have a lot of cast iron metal plates, enough, more than I need, but I tend to use the rubber coated Olympic plates because they're calibrated, and so I know precisely what I'm lifting. These Ivancos are also calibrated too, so I prefer to use these weights over the generic cap barbell cast irons. Guys, I got music blasting in my ears right now. Hopefully I don't sound like a retard. All right, second warm-up set.
I gotta remember to turn off the music when I'm gonna talk.
Okay guys, I just wanted to correct what I said on my last warm-up set. that I had never seen anyone squatting 405. I'm talking about the gym I'm at right now. But when I used to train at Bull and Bear Powerlifting Gym, there were guys obviously that did 4 plates, even 5 plates. But those guys were powerlifters, and they didn't do sets of 6 or more reps. They would do 1 rep, sometimes 3. So there are people that I have seen that squat north of 405. But they're typically powerlifters, people who do bodybuilding, higher rep hypertrophy work. Like what I'm concentrating on right now at this phase of my training, we tend to work in, for instance, for myself, for squats, I work minimum 6 reps. I go for 8. For instance, on this, I'm going to go for 8. My goal is to do 3 sets of 8 with this. Slow eccentrics, controlled, don't get injured for the camera. And so that's why I'm probably not going to go any heavier than this, because I'm not pushing it. First set, here we go. Got my music. Come on, old man. Woo. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect to go to failure on that last rep. That was interesting. I think it's because I broke my brace and said, come on, old man. Got my mind out of it. But I got that on film. And honestly, going to failure is good sometimes. It's really good for hypertrophy, going to failure. But that was not my intention, especially since I got 2 more sets. So I decided to drop the weight down by 5 pounds. Not a lot, just 5 pounds, because I went to failure on that first set. And I want to keep my reps in the 8 rep range if possible. I don't want to go less than that because I'm only doing 3 sets. And I don't want to have to do like an extra set to make up the difference. So I lowered it down by 5 pounds. Whew. Here we go. Come on. One more. So I know I'm not the strongest lifter in the world, and my physique probably tells a different story, but at a certain point in my life, I decided for my personal preference that being lean was something that I wanted. I knew that came at a cost. I knew that staying lean year round, like I've been doing for a number of years now, has kept my strength down. But at 52 years of age, I don't think 10 pounds, a weight gain of 10 pounds with 5 probably being muscle and 5 being fat is conducive to me at this point in my life. I'm not looking to be like Alex Leonidas and do the bulk and then the cut. I think I'm past that. I think that ship has sailed for me, and I'm content with just staying lean year round. I mean, I'm not as lean as Athlete and X or anything like that, but I'm definitely the leanest person that I know. There's only one other guy at my gym that I could recall that is as lean as me. But generally speaking, I am the leanest person that I know personally in my family, at work, at the gym, and at the supermarket. And this is what I prefer. So I'm willing to give up a little bit of strength, or some people might say a lot of strength, to keep this look that I like, that I have, because I really enjoy this look. Okay, this is my third and final set. I added 2 pounds to the bar. I couldn't help myself, because I like to challenge myself. My goal is to get 8 with this, and if I have to grind through it on camera, I'm going to, and it's not for the camera. This is what I do when I'm training alone, when no one's seeing it. I always train this way. I'm willing to grind through that last set if I have to. I don't know if the 2 pounds additional to the bar will make a difference, But so after this, I'm gonna do some behind the neck presses, some upright rows, some shoulder work, and I'm probably gonna do a voiceover for that portion of the workout because the format that I'm trying to that I'm thinking about going with is like the last video and this video, where the first exercise I'm walking you through it, through the journey that I'm taking on those sets, and then after that I'll just post highlights of the rest of the workout so the video doesn't get too long and I don't bore people. But yeah, that's my goal with this. So let's see if I get these 8 reps in, and then it'll be behind the neck presses afterwards. 8 reps. And like I said, I'm willing to grind through this set because this is my last set. I'm willing to go to failure as well if I have to, but hopefully I don't have to do that. 8 reps. All right, I accomplished my goal. I'm glad I added the 2 additional weights. That's the good thing about training at home, because I have a lot of microplates from doing the CrossFit stuff and the Olympic stuff. So I'm able to do just micro scale my poundages, and you'd be surprised just adding 2 extra pounds to this bar in terms of hypertrophy and its effect on the muscle is considerable. It's a big deal. Commercial gyms like my gym right now, the smallest place they have is 2.5s. I go down to like quarter pound plates. I never use them, but I do have them. That is an option. But anyway, I'm going to go into behind the neck presses, upright rows, some shoulder work, and I'm going to do a voiceover for that portion of the workout because I need to get my music going. I need to get into my groove for the Sunday session with this time change. I know it says 7:12 on that clock, but it's actually 8:12 right now because of the time change. It caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting it. But I usually don't like being in the gym this late. I'm an early riser, usually in the garage at 4 or 5 o'clock when I train in the garage. But anyway, guys, let's go. I know I just keep talking, keep rambling. I know. I gotta stop myself.
I'm going to keep it short. I'm only going to post a couple sets from the session, but I did behind the neck presses. This is typically how I do it. I warm up with the barbell. I didn't film that for you guys. You guys don't need to see me warm up with a barbell, but it's very important if you're going to be doing things like behind the neck presses. You know, that's extreme external rotation on the shoulder joints. And so I always make it a point to warm up slowly on this movement because I do respect it. Same thing with upright rows. You got to respect the weight. You got to respect the movement. You got to respect the rotator cuffs, especially if you're someone like me. As I've previously told you guys, I couldn't bench press for a majority of my lifting career because of rotator cuff pain. I'm a side sleeper, and so I used to sleep on I still sleep on my sides, and I would wake up with pain in my rotator cuff because of it. On these upright rows, these are my top sets. Notice there's a little bit of body English going on top sets, and I try to go as high as I can because I'm trying to incorporate trap work in this. I previously stated I don't do any dedicated trap work like shrugs or anything like that. I used to get them from my power cleans, and now that I'm taking a break from power cleans and doing just upright rows for that particular muscle group, I use a little bit of body English and I go as high as I can. I know that I can go up to like my nipple height, and I would get a better, stricter technique for you guys. I know there's a lot of form police out there and be like, oh, this is kind of dangerous. But like I said, this is for trap work, incorporating trap work and side delts with this. So I do a little bit of body English, and I finish up with some lateral raises for the side delts as well. This is a superset that I do where I believe I do 12 to 15 reps with the 30-pound dumbbell. Sometimes I go up to 35 depending on how I'm feeling. And then I top it off with these little 10-pound dumbbells for 15 to failure. It's funny, I have a lot of things in my garage gym over the years that we had initially purchased for my wife. My wife had every so often comes up with this idea to get into fitness. And these little 10-pounders were something that we had gotten for her, as well as some 5s that I have upstairs in the house that I use for my rotator cuff work, my XYZ raises. I have a lot of little knickknacks in the gym that I got from her because she doesn't use them and I end up with them. But that's how it goes, right?
Okay guys, if you hung out with me this long, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the workout. I'm gonna finish up with some ab wheel rollouts. I'm gonna film a set for you because I find ab wheel rollouts to be pretty impressive, and I love doing them. But anyway, before I go, I wanted to mention that little silent battle I had with the guy yesterday at the gym. Aside from the fact that he outweighed me by a considerable amount of size and weight, he was younger than me as well. I would give him probably 45 at the most. And here I am, 52 years old, battling with this guy. And pound for pound, I actually beat him. If we were to be like a weight class, I'm at least at his level or above based on my height and weight and his height and weight and what we lifted. And that's one of the things that I really feel proud about where I am in my journey, is that even being lean, because he's kind of stocky. He's a stocky dude. He even has like a little belly, like normal people. Let me just do a quick physique update for you guys so you can see what I'm working with. By the way, I weighed myself last week, and I'm actually embarrassed to tell you guys how much I weigh right now. I didn't realize I was that light. I'm only 165 pounds right now. That's pretty crazy. That's even crazier if you think about that I was squatting 275 or 270, 275, 275 for 3 sets of 6. Based on my body weight and my age and all these other things you got to factor in, that's pretty impressive. I didn't realize I was that light, guys. But anyway, I'm going to do these ab wheel rollouts. I'm going to close out this video. I hope you fucking enjoyed it. I'm having a great time. I'm not sure when I'm going to post again, but I have a feeling the audio came out good on this video, so you're probably going to see it. See, it's definitely an illusion, guys. No one would guess I weigh that. No one would guess I'm weighing what I weigh right now because of my muscle bellies and because of my leanness. And this is the look that I like, so this is the look I'm gonna stick with. But anyway, let's do some ab wheel rollouts to close the video. Okay guys, as promised, I'm closing out the video with some ab wheel rollouts from the standing position. When I started doing this movement on Fort Bragg a few years ago, those young guys used to watch me do that and be pretty amazed. A couple guys even tried it and they couldn't do it because there's a technique to it, as well as there's a lot of core stability strength that you need. But I'm extremely proud of this ability, and I want to be able to keep this well into my older years. I want to be 62 and being able to do this, because this is, to me, is a reflection of your core strength, your stability, and it's pretty impressive too, you gotta admit. 52 years old doing this. It's brutal, man. So yeah, when I do these, this is my second time this week doing this. I try to do it twice a week because I find that when my schedule doesn't permit it, and I only do it once a week, like I mentioned on my Friday video, my abs are sore as hell because it needs more consistency, more volume of doing this movement to get my muscles used to the movement. Every time I only do it once a week, my abs kind of get detrained from it, and I get that DOMS that lasts a few days, and it kind of affects my other workouts. So I'm trying to stick with doing this twice a week. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it came out great. You're really trying to do a good job and get comfortable with the camera and master these different techniques to make the video good. But hopefully this one came out successful and you'll see it on YouTube. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.